solitude. They have all turned their backs on you.
I just want to say to AJ and Tomko, you made the right choice by joining the Angle Alliance. Not only do I consider you two my friends, but now you're my family.
What do you do when what you once thought would last forever ends in an instant?
Kurt Angle just couldn't take it anymore. Now look at this. AJ Styles trying to break it up. He doesn't want this to happen.
Tomko's walking away from the situation.
I am not with the Angle Alliance, nor am I with the Christian Coalition.
Do you give up?
I heard all the whispers behind my back that I deserved to get sucker punched by Kurt Angle.
Accept defeat.
Now you know what I say to those people?
No. You fight back.
I agree. I guess you get what you deserve when you're the champ and you're looking down on everybody else.
Use their betrayal to fuel your rage.
For every time that I get beat down, I will always get up and continue to be a prick. And that's what makes me, and all of you, just you.
You are an instant classic.
Nobody at TNA likes you. They can't stand you.
You don't need them.
AJ, the time has come where you have to make a decision.
Don't go!
You don't need anybody. He can keep them. You are the champ, not Kurt Angle.
The Instant Classic is the real World Heavyweight Champion.
There's only one thing you need. One is the loneliest number, but there is only room for one at the top. The Instant Classic Christian Cage challenges the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Next.
Well, this is the one that we've been waiting for. It's main event time at Final Resolution, and our focus shifts to the heavyweights and the TNA World Championship. Let's look at the tail of the tape. And when we do, you'll see that those numbers illustrate just how even these two competitors are. Experience edge for Christian, seemingly negated by the vast amateur background of Angle. Bullet points here. AJ made the deal with Karen Angle to form the alliance, and now trying to use her female charms. You couldn't have two bigger egos than Christian and Kurt Angle. Will that aspect play a role in tonight's title match? And it's two of the biggest egos and two of the biggest names in our profession set to square off. Cage and Angle, TNA World title, it's up next.
Christian Cage getting a chance to win this title for the third time. And Mike, you brought up the fact about the two biggest egos in this business, but there's a reason why these guys have egos like that, because not only do they talk the talk, they have always walked the walk. I mean, they always find themselves in these main events, in these big matches, these great pay-per-view matches, because simply they're as good as it gets in this business.
Yeah, there is a reason behind the egos that they have, and you can refer to them as egomaniacs, but at the same time, damn, they bring it, don't they? Christian Cage, Kurt Angle, two of the best that our sport and that this organization, TNA, has to offer, and they're going to fight for the gold right now. The TNA World Heavyweight Champ. Yes, the pyro sound signifying that the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, is on his way to the six-sided ring to defend that belt. And joined by, well, Miss Female Charms herself, Karen Angle, the wife of Kurt, arm in arm as they stride down the ramp. You know, AJ Styles made that deal. He brokered it with Karen Angle. They formed the Angle Alliance. And now she's going to do anything and everything within her vast powers to ensure the loyalty of AJ Styles to one Kurt Angle.
When you see her come down there and you see her glimmering in that gold dress, but let's face it, the beauty is striking. It really is unbelievable. You wonder how AJ Styles is going to be able to fight that off. because if she puts her womanly ways to him, I don't know how he can resist her charm.
The official introductions for the TNA World Heavyweight title matchup are next. Let's go to the middle of the ring. And Jeremy Borash. Take it, JB.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your final resolution main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios Orlando, it's time for your heavyweight championship bout of the evening. Introducing first of all the challenger. He stands in the corner to my left and weighed in this morning at 224 pounds. From Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, he is the challenger, the instant classic, Christian Cage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 231 pounds and comes to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist and the current reigning and defending TNA heavyweight champion of the world. This is Kurt Angle.
You can sure feel the tension, can't you? Here in Orlando, Florida, at Universal Studios, as JB told you, referee Earl Hebner holds the gold high ahead. This TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt to go to the winner of Kurt Angle and Christian Cage. And here we go. That's the opening bell.
Mike, I was very curious to see how the crowd would respond to both of these great champions. And you think about how they've treated these people in the Impact Zone and all across the world. And it was a resounding, definitely not for Kurt. I don't know that I felt that the whole place was ready to back Christian Cage, but I tell you one thing, you can tell Kurt Angle is not who they're behind.
And at the same time, the mystery, the indecision of one phenomenal AJ Styles continues on. We still don't know exactly who AJ is going to be aligned with here, either champion or challenger. And the opening bell already underway, and here we go. Angle and Christian, the Olympic gold medalist and the instant classic for the big gold TNA World Championship belt, where they lock it up. Momentary advantage here for Angle, but it's quickly reversed by Christian, who overpowered him right into the corner. You see there the great go-behind ability of the Olympic gold medalist and the standing switch for Christian Cage, the challenger.
Mike, I know you've done this for so many years, and as you see Kurt Angle using that collegiate wrestling move right there as he brings him up, and you see Christian grab the ropes. But when you get a match of this magnitude and stars of this magnitude, and it's for everything. It's for the TNA World Championship, and you've done so many World Championship matches throughout your career. You never get tired of this feeling, do you? It's a fun anxiety, but it really is. You anticipate it, and all of a sudden, bam, there it is.
Oh, level of anticipation so high here. You can feel that electricity in the crowd as the instant classic grabs the side headlock. Angle going to try and maneuver him across and shoots him into the ropes. Here comes Christian, springing, bouncing off the ropes. High leapfrog by Angle, missed with the clothesline. Meets him in mid-ring, going to try and suplex him overhead, but Christian stops, blocks him. Series of elbow shots, went for the boot. Angle neutralizes. Christian goes for the kick and misses. Boy, just great wrestling action. Champion and challenger, almost like both of them are one step ahead of the other.
Oh, the cat and mouse games are going on in full force. It's like you said, they know that if they miss what they try, they better get out of the way because the other one's got a counter, and they do. They've watched each other's careers for so long. They've been a part of history together, and you're right. But think about this. This is Christian Cage's chance to get this belt back, and in his mind, he never lost it any of the times he ever held it. It was always in situations where, whether it was a King of the Mountain match, whether it was something else, where the title left him and went to somebody else, he feels like it's rightfully his. That's why he always calls himself the champ, and this is his chance to be able to cement it again with that belt.
And when you take into account the overall experience level of both of these competitors, the fact that they've been in so many high-profile, high-pressure matches, title bouts through the years, they've got to realize, Don, that they can't make that one big fatal mistake that's going to turn the match in the tide of their competitor, or possibly, just like that, lead to a victory for their opponent. Christian shoots Angle off into the ropes once again. Here comes Angle towards him. This time it's Christian with the leapfrog. That time the clothesline missed by the Instant Classic, but he plants Angle face first by taking him high overhead. Bad landing for the champ, and trying to get under the skin of Mr. Angle is Christian Cage. A little paintbrush shot to the head.
These guys are so good.
There?
Look at that. Christian Cage baited him, and he was able to get in there, and Kurt Angle bit. He moved out of the way, and he caught that steel ring post, trying to end it. But Kurt Angle was waiting for it. He knew he would try to go to it early, and look at him get them arms around the neck.
I am kind of surprised that he went for the unprettier that early in the match, but again, it's what we talked about. Waiting for that first mistake. Could it be fatal? Almost was right there, but Angle able to get the power, twist and turn that move around, and go right back to grabbing the side headlock on the challenger.
Oh, they want to make a statement too, Mike. They want to be able to go in there and take somebody of the pedigree that Kurt Angle has and beat him in the first couple minutes of a match. And boy, you got bragging rights at that point. And look at Christian Cage right now. He's got things going his way. Mentally, he is so focused.
I think that was a statement move, and I think it's evident by the frustration of the champ, Kurt Angle. You heard that resounding noise throughout the building here as he kicked the steel steps, sort of frustrated, and gets right back into the ring and gets face-to-face and nose-to-nose with Christian.
One thing about Kurt Angle, he just can reach back to the competitiveness of the Olympics and all those things that he's been brought up with. And in the heat of the battle, you just have to have your own game plan.
I think he spit on him. I think he spit right in Angle's face.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a move to make or not. And you can see right now, Kurt Angle, Christian Cage just trading blows.
God,
Look at Christian Cage. He's not backing down from the Olympic gold medalist for a second, Mike.
I look at it as a calculating move by Christian. He saw how effective he was when he tossed Angle out to the floor, got underneath his skin, figured he could do the same by spitting in his face. Exchange out on the apron, elbow shot. Oh, look at Christian. Angle never saw the boots coming, and he rocked him.
He knows that Kurt Angle can get so emotional. And Christian Cage, you got to admit, is more centered. He's more able to keep himself more composed. But a lot of times, Kurt Angle used that emotion to his advantage. Oh, wow! Christian Cage climbs those ropes, waits till Kurt Angle was just getting to his feet so he can hit him and knock him right back down.
Wow, diagonal spring across, crashing down with the cross body block, and both men are down on the floor. We got to take another look at this. Look at the contact here.
Look at that. He took the angle that was the quickest for him, and the angle that he was able to get more spring off of the ropes, and it was perfectly placed, and you could see Kurt Angle frustrated, knowing that right now Christian Cage in total control.
Yeah, we talked about the frustration earlier of the champion Kurt Angle, and wife Karen equally frustrated as well. The fact that her husband not doing so well here. Christian perched up on top. When Angle turns around, here he comes off the top, and boy, Kurt was ready for it. Suplexed him right over the top and down to the concrete.
Did you see how quickly Kurt Angle applied that? He knew he had to do it fast, and it was just like a last ditch effort. You can see the pain in his face, but man alive, did Christian Cage take a fall. He went flying over the ropes, and he landed hard.
Boy, big move in the matchup here as the challenger is down, laid out on his back. Angle just unleashed the power behind that suplex and tossed him directly overhead. Back down out of the floor, no place for Christian to land besides the concrete.
Kurt Angle can feel it right there. He wanted to get Christian right back in that ring quickly, and
well, I sense the same thing.
He's going right back at him. Look at those kicks. Vicious kicks to the chest, the chin, the neck, anywhere he can place them.
That last one, I think, really rocked Christian. That shot to the chest, and then he follows it up by just slamming him down, powering him down, and immediately goes for the cover, but Christian is able to power out. Front face lock now applied by Angle. Watch him crank the neck.
That's what I was talking about Kurt Angle using that emotion to his advantage, and when he gets it cinched in, and he feels it, man. He can smell it. He just goes right after it. But Christian Cage just deliberate. Oh, look at the knee placed by Angle.
And then right back on him after that knee for a pin attempt and a near fall for the champ. Boy, Christian got it underway. Couple of shots, a chop off the ropes, and then Angle cut him off, and Angle goes right back in control. And boy, it's a tough position to put yourself in, to try and out-mat wrestle the Olympic gold medalist in a world title match where his championship belt's on the line, but that's the position that Christian Cage, the challenger, finds himself in tonight at Final Resolution.
What amazes me, and both these guys have done it, is how they'll take something to get something. They'll actually take blows from the other opponent to make them get confidence so that they'll expose themselves in a certain way, and as soon as they do, they've got them where they want them. Now you see Christian Cage fighting back with elbows. Oh, Kurt Angle missed and missed again, but now not this time.
There it is again with that suplex. Release, high overhead. This time he landed, back first on the canvas instead of going out to the concrete floor, but he then rolls out, and I think it's a move here where Christian's going to try and regroup out there and try and get this game back together again and get it rolling.
You know, we talk about so many guys in TNA and how strong they are and what they can do, but when you watch Kurt Angle day in, day out, you forget the little things like that. This guy is a machine, and there you see Karen Angle paintbrushing Christian Cage trying to get inside his head.
Yeah, we knew she had to play a role tonight, whether it's trying to influence the loyalty of an AJ Styles or just getting involved in a match out here with a cheap shot like that, the slap to the face of Christian Cage. Karen Angle can't help herself.
No, she can't. She puts herself right in the middle of it. But man, what an uppercut. What a vicious uppercut by Kurt Angle. And you can see Christian Cage is reeling. Now, he's got to find a way to somehow get himself back in this, but look at Kurt Angle's relentless. He's not going to let him have a chance. He's not going to let him catch his breath.
Duly effective move here. Not only cranking on the neck of Christian Cage, but at the same time, look at the body scissors that he has applied. He keeps Christian Cage down, and at the same time, that body scissors will just take the life and breath right out of you.
You can see Christian Cage reaching in and trying to pump himself up. He's got that fist. He's trying to get to his feet. He gets to a knee, bracing himself. That's determination. That's what you do when the title's on the line. Fighting back, shot after shot to the gut. Is it enough? Oh, man, boy. Kurt Angle again, I think. Oh, but nice kick by Christian Cage.
Angle with the double leg, but then you're right, kicked him off, and then as Angle charges, Christian applies the sleeper hold. Not sure that he has it set exactly the way he wants.
Good
and
point.
There you see as Angle's able to drop down and then arm toss him. Here we go. Pin. Oh, man, off that arm drag. He quickly came back, got right on him, but got a near fall.
Man, I'm telling you, he speared right into him right there, and it was so close. He caught Kurt Angle off guard, and I think Kurt Angle realized all of a sudden that, man, that Earl Hebner had already hit the mat twice, and he just out of a gut reaction got the shoulder up.
Angle down on the mat while Christian makes his way slowly to the top. Angle charges across, and look at those right hands to the side of the head. Angle follows up. You know he's going to try and bring him in some maneuver. Wow, the back body drop. I didn't expect that. He's going to try a suplex. Instead, the back body drop, and for a bad landing there for Christian. Here comes Angle.
Now he's on the top rope.
Could be moonsault time. Oh, did you see that elevation?
Moonsault. That's it. Oh, Christian Cage somehow got his shoulder up, and I don't know how. That moonsault.
Is there any way we can see it? And look at the landing.
Look at that extension.
Oh, man.
1, 2, and it was so close.
Wow. Came down with all of his body weight. And did you see how high he got up with the moonsault? And when he landed on Christian, he dropped right on top of his head as well. And Christian out of nowhere with a DDT. I didn't expect that, never saw it coming, and both men laid out.
That's one of those moves where all of a sudden he realized he was up in the air, and they're just so innovative. He didn't plan on that happening, but it was there. He saw it. He took the opportunity. When the window opens an inch, these guys know how to pry it open the rest of the way that quickly. And man, what a shot did Kurt Angle take.
So impressive here that Christian Cage has been able to match Kurt Angle in a wrestling match like this. Champ charges, clothesline miss. Boy, that elbow was on target. Christian now follows up with a big right hand and then the chop in the corner. Here he goes, Angle with the reversal. Christian into the turnbuckles, and then Christian caught him coming in. DDT straight down inverted style, and
caught him in the back of that head.
Could be frog splash time here. We know he loves to use that move. It's one of his patented things when he goes to the top. Here comes the instant classic.
He can't hesitate here, though. We know he's got to go for it. He goes up, and that's what he did. He took too long, and Kurt Angle played
this side roll.
1, 2, oh! He got his legs up just in time and was able to kick out.
Angle almost pulled it out that time, taking advantage of the missed frog splash, and connects here with the German. Suplex on target here for the champ, and watch him keep that grip at least a second. Oh, man, back of the head of Christian Cage. crashed.
And you saw Christian Cage, he thought he had the ropes. He tries to reach out and grab it. But Kurt Angle always knows where he is. And every time he does that German suplex, he's bringing him back to the middle of the ring.
That's
and
the
there
hat
he
trick.
does it again.
The hat trick, the trifecta, the, yes, 3 suplexes by the champ Kurt Angle, and the straps come down. He can feel it at this point. He thinks he can put the Instant Classic away.
He's got it right here. He's just staring at that ankle. You know he wants to grab a hold of it.
Boy, doesn't he?
And you can see Christian Cage getting to his feet. Look at this.
Olympic slam first before the ankle lock, but Christian floats over. Could it be the unprettier?
Oh, he couldn't get
ankle
it.
lock. There it is. You mentioned it just seconds ago. Great reversal by Christian.
When you have to
but he held on.
He kept a hold of it somehow. Christian did the right thing, but now look at this. He's got it cinched in it again. Christian fights off, and look at this. Quick roll up, another. They're just rolling each other again. He's back to the ankle lock.
Yeah, small package. Angle rolls through. He had the momentum coming. He gets the ankle lock, but here it is, and Christian two.
Oh, wow. Christian Cage almost took it right there.
Just that close. Christian Cage almost gets the 3 count. Senses that he may have Angle temporarily reeling here. Off the chop, goes to shoot him over, but then Angle reverses it on him, tosses him out to the apron. Watch Christian head up to the top one more time, but Angle's right on him, and he's got the ankle lock there.
On top of, look at that. Look at where Christian's gut is. It's right on that steel ring post. And the pressure that's putting on him, it's got to hurt. And he knows that. He desperately just kicks out of that thing.
Kicked him across the ring. Angle back up and comes right at him one more time. Going to try and suplex him in, and does.
Man, Christian Cage just couldn't find his speed up there. He got caught in those ropes. 2, done. No! Christian Cage. Wow.
Digging down deep to roll the shoulder at 2 before Angle can retain. Is he going to go back to the ankle lock one more time? He sure is. Sufficient move that has gained him so many victories in his near 10-year pro career, and Christian hanging on for dear life, but thinking better of either tapping out or trying to make his way to the ropes to get the break.
You can see him trying to grab the ankle of Kurt Angle and take him off of his base, and he's done that. And now look at this. Christian Cage has the high ground, and he's trying to... He's got Kurt wrapped up. Look at this.
Going to try and make that step over here as well. Angle trying to fight through this, and he's got it. Watch him sit down.
How bad? What an unbelievable move to make Kurt Angle tap out.
Is he going to tap? Look how close. Angle's got his hand raised. Get that camera back so we can watch his hand. Is he going to tap? Referee Hefner right on him.
Oh, he grabs the ankle too. Smart move. He realized that it was right there, and now he's got the ankle lock cinched in again. And you can see he's got the ropes. Good move by Christian Cage.
Had to do it. Gets the rope break. Quickly follows up. Unprettier again.
Oh, but
boy, Angle's ready for him this time. Christian lands on his feet and then drops straight down. Take advantage of it. Pin, 2.
Oh, kicks out. Oh, Christian Cage can't believe it. Karen Angle realized that title almost left right there in that split second.
Boy, the emotions of the champion, the challenger, wife Karen Angle at ringside, also evident. Great camera work. As we go close up at our TNA World's Heavyweight title match, our main event and Final Resolution. And now Christian goes back up top one more time, looking down at Karen Angle, momentarily distracted, and Kurt immediately goes up, and Christian bites on the top of his head.
Well, it's almost like Christian knew. Frog splash! He hit it! Here we go! 1, 2, oh my God! You got to be kidding! Unbelievable Kurt Angle, that's why he's a world champion, people.
That one was close. Again, Karen Angle's involvement leads to the momentary distraction, and Christian fought through it, almost got the pin in spite of Karen Angle being up on the apron.
Sometimes you wonder if he was almost planning for it. You just don't know what's going through these champions' minds. Oh, you can see he missed. Low blow. Low blow.
Cheap shot.
Realize
that
it.
was behind the back. The referee had his back turned. And off the Olympic slam.
It's it.
Here it is. Here's 2. What?
Whoa.
What?
I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
And again, Karen Angle up on the apron, and referee Hefner's telling her, only 2. Ankle lock again applied, and look where he's got it. Quick move, oh! The roll through, and you saw that there was almost contact made between Kurt and his wife. Unprettier! Here it is! Cover him and win the title!
Here it
counter
goes!
Counter!
1, 2! Oh my God!
Christian kicks out of the Olympic. Olympic slam, and Angle answers yes by not allowing a 3 count after the unprettier from the Instant Classic. And the match continues with the championship belt. Yes, going to the victor, and again Karen Angle's up on that apron. Look out.
You can see Kurt Angle thought he had it. Look at this.
What? Christian's going to try and beat him in his own move. He's going to try and beat him for the championship. And Angle's tapping. Angle's tapping. Angle's tapping out.
But again, Karen Angle has the referee distracted and he tapped out.
AJ Styles. AJ down. Taking Karen Angle down off the apron. But you're right. We all saw it. I called it from the second he put it on. Angle tapped out to the ankle locket. He's made his decision. He's made his decision, and the crowd roars as AJ Styles embraces Christian Cage.
He came out. Look at this. What? Oh my God! He just killed Christian in the back, and then gives Kurt Angle a chance at the Olympic Slam. He turned on him. 1, 2, no!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is still the TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Kurt Angle!
Can you believe it? We all thought that we were going to see AJ Styles rejoin Christian Cage. Think back to those Coalition days. Instead, he went springboard. Caught him from behind, caught him unaware with that shot to the back, and Angle takes advantage of it just like that. And you know what this proves to me? It proves to me that AJ Styles, influenced by this combination, the combination of the ability of Kurt Angle, get in line with him, but also Karen Angle's female charm.
I mean, you got to admit, he was slick how he did it. He came out like he was trying to get Karen out of here because she kept distracting him and costing Christian. Christian saw that, hugged him, we thought the Coalition was together. And I'm going to tell you, out of nowhere, AJ Styles climbs up those ropes, and Christian had his back turned to him, and that flying forearm right to the back of Christian Cage. He didn't stand a chance, and it makes me sick looking at this. But we got to show you how this all came about again.
Yeah, that shot to the back was like a stab in the back. As, ladies and gentlemen, we will now review everything that went down in this TNA World's Heavyweight title matchup. Here's the early going.
Well, you can see them. They're just feeling each other out. But Christian Cage started off strong. He seemed in control. Right here, everything was going his way, but Kurt Angle turned it around in his favor. Those belly-to-bellies, those German suplexes, and then Karen Angle. But then Christian speared a Kurt Angle, almost had a pin there. And
look at that moonsault! Wow! He did crash right onto the top of his head. Miraculously, Christian able to avoid the 3 counted. Boy, oh boy, both men laid out right there as Angle caught him off the top. Great reversal here. Almost the contact made between husband and wife. And then the unprettier.
Thought it was over right there, Mike. He had him, pulled him over, and then AJ Styles came down. He had Christian fooled. Christian thought he was back with AJ, and then the forearm shot to the back.
Like a stab in the back is exactly what it was. There's the Olympic slam. The ensuing 3 count from referee Earl Hebner in the win.
Look at the celebration.
Ladies and gentlemen, one thing we learned. Both Kurt and Karen Angle are motivated to hold on to that TNA title, and that's a deadly combination.
Solitude. They have all turned their backs on you.
I just want to say to AJ and Tomko, you made the right choice by joining the Angle Alliance. Not only do I consider you two my friends, but now you're my family.
What do you do when what you once thought would last forever ends in an instant?
Kurt Angle just couldn't take it anymore. Now look at this. AJ Styles trying to break it up. He doesn't want this to happen.
Tomko's walking away from this situation.
I am not with the Angle Alliance, nor am I with the Christian Coalition.
Do you give up?
I heard all the whispers behind my back that I deserved to get sucker punched by Kurt Angle.
Accept defeat.
Now you know what I say to those people?
No. You fight back.
I agree. I guess you get what you deserve when you're the champ and you're looking down.
The Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Next.
Well, this is the one that we've been waiting for. It's main event time at Final Resolution, and our focus shifts to the heavyweights and the TNA World Championship. Let's look at the tail of the tape. And when we do, you'll see that those numbers illustrate just how even these two competitors are. Experience edge for Christian, seemingly negated by the vast amateur background of Angle. Bullet points here. AJ made the deal with Karen Angle to form the alliance and now trying to use her female charms. You couldn't have two bigger egos than Christian and Kurt Angle. Will that aspect play a role in tonight's title match? And it's two of the biggest egos and two of the biggest names in our profession set to square off. Cage and Angle, TNA World Title, it's up next.
On everybody else.
Use their betrayal to fuel your rage.
For every time that I get beat down, I will always get up and continue to be a prick. And that's what makes me, and all of you, just you.
You are an instant classic.
Nobody at TNA likes you. They can't stand you.
You don't need them.
AJ, the time has come where you have to make a decision.
Don't go!
You don't need anybody. He can keep them. You are the champ, not Kurt Angle.
The Instant Classic is the real World Heavyweight Champion.
There's only one thing you need. One is the loneliest number, but there is only room for one at the top. The Instant Classic Christian Cage challenges
Egomaniacs, but at the same time, damn, they bring it, don't they? Christian Cage, Kurt Angle, two of the best that our sport and that this organization, TNA, has to offer, and they're going to fight for the gold right now. The TNA World Heavyweight Champ, yes, the pyro sound signifying that the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, is on his way to the six-sided ring to defend that belt, and joined by, well, Miss Female Charms herself, Karen Angle, the wife of Kurt, arm in arm as they stride down the ramp.
Christian Cage getting a chance to win this title for the third time. And Mike, you brought up the fact about the two biggest egos in this business, but there's a reason why these guys have egos like that, because not only do they talk the talk, they have always walked the walk. I mean, they always find themselves in these main events, in these big matches, these great pay-per-view matches, because simply they're as good as it gets in this business.
Yeah, there is a reason behind the egos that they have, and you can refer to them as